So today we're looking at a trick for beginners on how to sharpen a knife and maintain a proper edge. So one thing a lot of new guys sharpening knives will realize is that it is very difficult to maintain a proper edge when they're actually starting out to learn how to sharpen knives. And it takes a bit of experience to get that right. And even if you think you're doing it right, there's not a good way to tell if you are actually getting the right angle until you've probably taken off a bit of material and you may be putting on a improper angle on your edge. So today, we're going to look at a very easy and very cheap way to resolve that, and that's to use a Sharpie. So anyone that's been sharpening for a while probably already knows this trick, but this is something that's really useful for beginners. And here I just have one of the little mini green Sharpies. It doesn't really matter what color you use, what size. All you need to do is get a little bit of the Sharpie on the edge and try to just get it where you want to be taking material off. So basically right at the edge there. I realize that's probably not coming up very well on the screen, but basically just the actual bevel is what's being sharpened. I'm not trying to get anything up here. Now, one thing you will worry about is, okay, well, I have an expensive $200+ knife. I don't want to get Sharpie all over it. Don't worry about it. Unless you have some kind of unusual coating on there, it's probably not going to be an issue. In this one in particular, I just take that off with rubbing alcohol, Windex, whatever. It comes right off. And if you don't have that, Purell takes it off without an issue. So, I'm going to do that on both sides here. Trying to be fairly, but I know I'm never going to, so just do what you can. And what's going to happen is, as you start making your first couple passes, you can see, again, probably not coming out that great on the picture, but I was a little bit missing here. As we get to the middle of the belly blade, pretty much right where I want it to be. And then near the tip, I was a little bit too steep and missing a little bit of the backside. So I know where I need to adjust my grip. And by grip, I mean the angle of the blade. Now, this is not something you can only have to do once. Now, going back this time, pretty much exactly where I want it to be. A little shallow on the backside here. So that's something I can adjust as I go forward too. And sometimes that may actually be that I didn't have a perfectly flat edge to start with. This thing has been used and abused pretty heavily over the years, and that will actually happen if you chip your blade and don't get a perfect edge resharpened on there. Now, yes, I am going both directions on this for the sharpening. Some guys are a little bit more particular than others about not back dragging and only going forward, or vice versa, based on how they want to pull up the edge here for the burr. I'm not going to be picky about it, especially for this video, just to show you guys the basic concept and show that this is a nice, easy way to see where your bevel is going. So, on the left side of the blade here, pretty much exactly where I want it to be. Again, I do have a nice big bit of green here, which I'm not trying to take off with the sharpening stone. But this is pretty much right where I wanted. And so I'm going to keep going with that same angle on that side. So now we can see pretty much no green left on the bevel on this side, and on the left, got a little bit left near the back, which I'm going to try to polish that up a little bit after the video is done. But that's basically the process you want to go after. And then for context, that works to give you a nice sharp edge. And that was only using just a couple quick passes on the fine stone. This was fairly sharp starting that. I have not even hit it on the strop yet, and that is going to help me get a nice refined edge and finish that up and be able to give me a razor sharp, shaving sharp edge. Now, I'm only doing a few passes just for demonstration purposes here, just to give you guys an idea of what you need to be doing. Some guys are not as particular about going through the process of stropping their edge, let alone going with a heavy compound, mild compound, and then nothing. That's something I personally do just to give myself a little more refinement. But it's all up to you. It depends on how refined you want your edge to be and how clean you want that edge to be, if you want it to be shaving sharp or just a functional box cutter sharp. Either way, this will get you there, and using the Sharpie trick will be a nice way to help you maintain that edge. So, if there's any questions, make sure to put them in the comments section below. And if you guys have a trick that's different than using the Sharpie to sharpen your edge, let me know what it is in the comments. I'm always looking to learn new ways to make my life easier and sharpen better. So, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.